Well, I just spent the afternoon in Soho in Evolutions, which is a TV post-production facility, and we finished the final mix and online for an episode of television, which is coming out in January, I think, or February. It's a documentary about knife crime in London. It's kind of horrific, actually, but I'm really pleased with the score. It's interesting. It's almost wall-to-wall music, actually, so it's quite intense. It's also interesting because Evolutions, amongst some other post houses, are, as of today, in receivership, I think, or bankrupt receivership, you know. The mix for this particular show was the last thing they were doing there, and that's really a strange feeling. The sound mixer had, you know, he'd been there 20 years or so, and I remember he worked on one of my first documentaries, which was, we worked out yesterday, was about 14 years ago. So it's quite sad, actually, but it just shows you how, this is a massive post house with several buildings in Soho. You know, their overheads are massive, but it's like this pipeline of television going through it, endless television going through it, and they can't sustain it. They can't sustain their overheads, I guess, and that's it. So this is such an indication of the way, or the state of the television industry in the UK, probably the whole world. There is no advertising revenue, so there is nothing being commissioned. So all the post houses and everyone involved in post-production of television, from audio to video, are now out of work. Composers too, there's not much work out there. People aren't watching television, so there is no advertising being seen, and there's no advertising revenue for channels, so there's nothing being commissioned. What I think happened was, post-COVID, there was such a huge rush to make up for lost time, lost ground, that they overproduced, and I believe there is a sort of a backlog of productions. And then add to that the fact there's nowhere near enough advertising revenue. It's just this perfect storm of nothing's going to be made now. Also added to that, you have TV channels commissioning surefire things, so reruns or reproductions of old things. For a composer, there's less stuff out there, and it is one expense that could be cut in favor of perhaps using production music instead. And I think that's happening a lot also. Okay, throw into that AI and then see, this is what's happening. If anything, though, it solidifies what I've always thought, and that is know your voice, have a strong, personal, artistic voice that you believe in, and that is something that can't be replaced. People can try and replicate it, but why bother when they can just go to you, the source? I think it's a very important thing, and we are seeing now more than ever the importance of being a strong, independent voice. I think composers need to be worried about AI, but probably more so composers' assistants, or the things on the periphery of a composer, especially a composer with a strong artistic voice. It's the periphery of that composer's world that will be affected more than AI. And however, though, if you are just the sort of composer who does pastiches and just the equivalent of filling up space, then yeah, there's a problem there, I think. Interesting times. Anyway, I need to record some saxophone.